Okay, I don't even know why I bother with that thing. It was calling for me, literally calling for me, saying, fix me, fix me.
Fix me, please, fix me.
All right, it's gone from this garbage can. It's not in there anymore, as you can see. I brought it out to the big garbage can. The garbage truck came a little later today, and it's all gone. It's gone. I'm done. It's in the landfill somewhere. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've got the next Christmas gift that I got that is kind of exciting me. This is going to be kind of fun. It's this thing here, and it's let's put it on the table. Let's see what's in the box. There it is, folks. Long awaited for gloves. We're going to try these on later. I'm sure they'll fit. They're a little stretchy. They're gray on one side, whitish gray, and then a very dark gray on the other side. Nicely stitched. Got a little bit of grippy. Instruction manual. ChemDios glass bottle cutter. There's those gloves. I love the gloves, man. There's a this, and then there's a that, and there's a lot to read. But you should read it because you are playing with glass and you're cutting and you can get yourself hurt. Oh my gosh, the whole thing is in Italian. Here, let's focus on that. Take your phone out, scan the screen, and then you could watch a tutorial. Oh my gosh. There's the cutter. There's some O-rings. There's I don't even know what that is. There's a screwdriver. Okay, I'm kind of fascinated by screwdriver additions. It's like add value to give you a screwdriver. And I bet you, I gotta look at this. I bet you it's one of those you could flip it around kind. Let's try it. I told you, there you go. Phillips standard slotty. That's the glass cutter. That's kind of cool. There's a sponge and a thing. We better look at the instructions, find out what that thing is for.
Cleaning sponge. Clean the glass shards on the table.
Bracket with wing nuts. Got a bracket with wing nuts. Oh, look. Oh, sandpaper. Oh, wait a minute. It's silicone. Oh, gee, into the abyss. There. Silicone carbide waterproof abrasive paper. Electrocoat. I'm pretty sure once you cut the thing, you can kind of rub the bottle over this and take the edges off in case you wanted to use it as a drinking glass, maybe, so you don't cut yourself. That was good.
Polish the cutting edge.
Here's the sled. It's got wheels. Man, this box is just in the way. Let's pull this out. That's like shiny. That's real shiny and kind of nice. Oh, that's a glass cutter. Wait a second. I get two glass cutters? So that's there's a glass cutter embedded there. I think you put the thing down, you roly, and okay. There you go, more value added. I like the fact that they put this little rubber thing on the edges so you don't hurt yourself. Or scratch the table. Value added. We're going to have to put this on the workbench and cut some glass. It was all in Italian, so I decided I am going to use Carlo Rossi Pink Moscato Sangria.
Hi, I'm Carlo Rossi. One thing we really take pride in is the consistent good taste of Carlo Rossi wines. Like our Rhine wine, it always has a light, smooth taste. I like talking about Carlo Rossi Rhine wine, but I'd rather drink it.
This stuff is pretty good. Drink responsibly. I got to get this off of here. I'm in the kitchen. It's going to become really obvious why. I've got to use hot water, cold water at the same time. I've got that stuff here in the kitchen, not in the tool shed. I'd have to pack all that. So I'm going to do it in here. I got to get this label off. I'll use Goo Gone and see what happens. I'll be right back. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. All right, got the Goo Gone. This is gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a while to find the Goo Gone. I'll leave a link below. I like this stuff. They don't pay me to do this. I buy this with my own money and all that. I'm just sharing with you what works for me. And it should take this off in just a matter of a few minutes. Well, it's on there. All right. We'll be right back. This is taking longer than I thought. All right. After that Goo Gone stays on there for a while, the label's coming off. Okay, after much consternation and ugly words, the label came off. By the way, they didn't pay me to say this, but this stuff, Dawn, Platinum, cleaned up that oily mess from the Goo Gone very, very well. I'll put a link down below. Got to boil some water. Now that I've assembled it, I've got the upright stopper thing here about where I want the bottle to stop up against. The glass cutter is down here. I'm just going to take it off around just about halfway on the bottle. This is just an experiment. I'll adjust it as I go, depending on what I want it for. What I think I'll end up having is a glass that's, about that tall, and then I'll have some sort of cloche that'll, with the neck, will be about that far, and I think that'll be okay. The ultimate goal is to be able to take colored bottles, kind of like this. I've got this real pretty blue bottle here, but going out and surplusing some bottles with different colors and using it as kind of a lampshade, putting a wire down in there with a socket and put a bulb inside, and then it'll give off a blue hue or a green hue, a brown hue, yellow, whatever, or maybe white. That can work too. But an experiment. Now, gonna take a little bit of 3-in-1 oil. I don't have any cutting oil. I don't know what that means. I'm not a professional glass cutter. Little fact, my wife used to work at a glass cutting shop, and she knows more about glass cutting than I certainly do. I am going to put gloves on. The last thing I want is if I put a lot of pressure on this, if it should crack the glass, I don't want my hands to get cut, right? All right, I'm going to give this a try. I'll put it right up against there and score the glass. Oh, it is scoring the glass. Yeah, there is definitely a score. Yeah, got a nice score. Now the next step, I'm supposed to take a couple of O-rings about 1 inch away from the cut on either side, kind of like that. And now let's go over to the sink and use that hot and cold water, see if we can get this thing to crack and break open. They were supposed to alternate hot water and cold water. I don't know how I'm going to do this with you to see. Let's give it a try. Right on the cut there. Okay, and then take some cold water and do the same. And then just repeat until it breaks. Oh, it looks like it broke differently. Maybe I just need to hit it with more hot water. Give me a minute. Got to boil some more water. See, it's not going exactly where I wanted it to. But I'm going to try to get this thing to separate and then see where we go from there. Let's spin this guy. Oh, I heard a crack. Oh, it did an interesting crack down there. Let's cool it off. There you go. Very interesting. Not quite exactly what I was hoping for. Let me move the camera and give you a little better view of what's happened here. Not exactly what I was looking for. The bottom half, it's can you see any of that? It's all cracked like I don't want it. And then this guy did okay except for that portion. So clearly I'm going to need a little bit of practice with this thing. No problem. I got plenty of bottles to practice on. The other problem with the cutter is that there should be an O-ring here and most likely on this side too to keep this cutting edge from sliding, around. Just friction with the metal and the wing nut is not enough. I have to hold it down with my finger, so I'll have to work on that. I think it's adjusted okay now. It's just that more practice. All right, certainly not the fault of the cutter, I don't think, except for that piece of rubber. It says in the instructions it's supposed to be there, but it's not there. It didn't come in the kit. I'll fix that. Practice. It's just going to take practice. And just a shout out to my dear, lovely wife. She actually listens to me. That's a wonderful thing. When I get her a gift for Christmas, it's usually, I think she will like this because I know my wife. And I'll go with that. My wife actually listens to me because I've tried experimenting with this kind of thing in the past. But when she found the apparatus, she went, he said he likes that or he wants to try that or something. So she got it for me for Christmas. I'm such a lucky guy to have a wife that listens to me. I think I'm going to go tell her that. All right, I need some comments. Have any of you had experimentation with this, experience with cutting bottles? I really want to see. Wouldn't that make a nice cloche? You can put a candle underneath that. That would be kind of cool. You could put a lamp inside or a light bulb inside, like I said, and put a bunch of these together and be kind of nice. I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment down below. What's your experience with it? And join me next time when I try this again. Oh, hey, look. That's interesting. It did crack and break along there. All right. Kind of feel like Joe Biden there, kind of not knowing where to go.